Hello, ladies. My name is Dee-Dee Harris, and I am a sacred feminine frequency coach. I guide women into a life where they are universally compensated. No job, no hustle. You get paid by your frequency. And we're going to jump right into today's topic. It is signs your masculine energy is sabotaging your feminine receiving. Signs your masculine energy is sabotaging your feminine receiving. All right. So if you are a woman, listen closely. If you are a woman and if you are not receiving love, money, opportunities, support easily, if it's not flowing to you easily, if you are not living a life of attraction, right? A life of magnetism. If it's not coming to you easily, all right? Then that means you're too rooted in masculine energy. The feminine is the receiver. Do you understand what I'm saying? The feminine receives. If you are not receiving easily, you have your masculine energy is blocking you. So let me go ahead and help you clear this. The number one thing that will block your receiving is you being in survival mode. Is you always in your head trying to think your way out of it. Is you trying to stay above water. Is you trying to fix it. Is you trying to control everything. Is you stuck in worry, stress, and fear. You're hustling, you're chasing, you're forcing, right? Your body does not feel safe. So when your body is rooted in fight or flight, your body does not feel safe enough to receive in your feminine essence. Your feminine essence thrives in openness, receptivity, in rest, in trusting, in allowing. Masculine energy, masculine energy, survival, um, trying to think. What does masculines do? They solve problems. Okay, you're trying to solve problems. You're trying to fix it. You're trying to chase whatever it is you want. You're forcing outcomes. You're worried. You're stressed out. That is not the frequency of the feminine. That's why you're not receiving, baby. That's why you can't receive. And if you do receive, you're going to sabotage it, right? You're going to lose it because your default setting is set on survival. It's set on fight or flight. It's set on overthinking this thing. It's set on not trusting. It's set on you have a default setting, right? So when you have a default setting in survival, that means that opposite of survival is creation. You're not rooted in that. Therefore, you can't keep what it is that you actually want. You'll lose it because your nervous system does not register that thing as normal. Do you get it? Men thrive in survival. Why? Because that is their natural state. Their natural state is to pick out trouble, is to fight, is to survive, is to protect, is to figure it out, is to solve problems. They thrive in that. It actually builds them more in masculine energy, right? That's their territory. They become better men when they work for what they want and they go after it and this and that, right? They thrive in that. But the feminine, baby, we don't thrive in that. We thrive in rest. We thrive in trust. So when you're operating in a frequency that is not your natural state, you're not going to be able to create. You can't create. You can't receive. You can't expand. You won't be magnetic. Things won't flow to you. You won't be attractive to your desires, right? Life is going to be hard. Okay? So that's the number one reason why you can't receive. All right? So what do you have to do? So, in order to unwire your body, because you're wired to push. You're not wired to create. The feminine is the creation. She's the one who creates. All right? Men, masculine energy is the one to figure it out, to put it, whatever. Women, we thrive in attraction. Like whatever we want, we say what we want and it just comes to us, right? We're rooted in creation. We create. How do we create? We don't create through our hustle. We create through our magnetism. You will be more successful in life, live an easy life, live a soft life. You will get the same amount of success, even more, if you just focus on your energy, focus on your magnetism. And if you rest and fully surrender and you allow, you will still thrive. So you worrying, stressing, trying to figure it out, trying to stay above water, trying to make it through, trying to do it all by yourself. You're a strong black woman. Why do that when you don't have to do that? That's not your energy. Men get stronger in that energy. Women, when you're in that energy, it depletes you. It dims your light. It weakens your magnetism. It weakens us. You're supposed to receive with ease, baby. Everything is supposed to flow to you. Everything is supposed to be hand and foot given to you. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. I am a living witness, a living embodied. I live this life. It's the way of the feminine. See, we don't have too many representation of feminine energy because this world we live in, it's all masculine. It's the masculine we look up to. We were programmed in masculine energy. It's not our energy. All right? So what is the first thing you got to do? Instead of survival, you need to trust. Instead of pushing, you need to attract. Instead of you being in survival, listen to me because it's easy. Listen to me because it's easy. Hello, everyone. I don't really be looking at I don't really be looking at the comments because it distracts me. Okay. So I just okay. Listen to me, ladies, because it's easy to understand. Instead of trying to survive, instead of trying to make it work, trying to fix it, why don't you try trusting? Why don't you try doing nothing and allowing? Let me tell you something. Life is always going to work itself out. It don't need you. It don't need your worry. It don't need your stress. It don't need you pushing. It don't need you hustling and doing all that. It don't need you. You don't have to do that, right? You don't have to do that. Instead of being in survival mode, why don't you try being in trusting mode? Why don't you trust? Instead of pushing, why don't you attract? Your life will be so much easier if you just let it all go. You don't got to control nothing. It's not your job to figure it out. If it's out of your hands, what are you going to do? What is there for you to do? Right? If you are a woman, you're supposed to attract with ease. You're supposed to attract love, money, opportunities, whatever it is that you want. You're supposed to get it. Whatever it is that you want, you're supposed to attract it. You don't have to chase it. If you find yourself worrying, stressing, in fear, just know you're out of alignment. You're out of alignment. Fear is natural, but you got to learn how to create safety in your body. I teach women how to create safety in their body so they can allow the divine masculine God to provide for them, right? I teach women how to feel safe to receive. How to feel safe to receive. If you want to join my membership, click the link in the pinned comment section. We would love to have you there. All right. So instead of survival, you want to trust. Instead of pushing, you want to attract. Right. So, and let me tell you this. There's two ways to live your life. You're either in survival mode where you are repeating the same cycles over and over and over, where you're not receiving much, you're stuck. Or you live a life of creation. Which life are you living? Creation is when you have new things coming into your life all the time. You have new things coming into your life, new people, new opportunities, like you looking better, you evolving, like you're reinventing yourself. Like, okay, you keep expanding. That is the way of this universe. It's expansion, it's creation. That's what it's built off of. And you are in the middle of it, woman, feminine. You're snap dab a part of all of that. You are the creation of, you are life. You're not even living in your element, in your frequency. If you're not creating, then you're stuck. You have to start creating. You got to teach your body a new normal. You have a default setting. Your default setting is you're just, your body don't feel safe. Like, you don't feel safe. You're always overthinking things, overanalyzing things. You're worrying, you're stressing. Like, that's your default setting, right? So you got to teach your body is, that's why you receive so much of that all the time. You fight or flight, like you live in that area. That's your default setting, right? In order to start creating, in order to start receiving, to be a receiver to life itself, to get any and everything that you want, to get paid to exist, to get paid by your frequency and not your labor, to get like money, everything, like whatever, be treated like a queen by the divine, like naturally receiving whatever it is you want. Like, I'm not even playing like with this, right? You got to teach your body a new normal. You got to get out of that masculine frequency. It's not your frequency. You got to teach your body a new normal. So when you trying to fix things, over worrying about things, you hustling your way, and just know when you're in that energy, just know you're depleting yourself and you're out of alignment. Just know, like, this is out of alignment. I'm supposed to flow. I'm supposed to live in attraction. I'm supposed to be magnetic to what I want. I'm not supposed to work this hard for what I want. I'm not supposed to hate waking up to my life. You're not supposed to do that. That's not your frequency. So you got to teach your body a new normal. You got to teach your body how to feel safe. How does your body going to start to feel safe? You just got to start trusting and allowing. Okay? You got to release the control. Stop trying to control everything. If you see yourself in the energy of trying to control everything, trying to control something, just remember, Dee-Dee said, this is not, I'm out of alignment. Just know like, oh, I'm out of alignment. Let me just release it. Let me just let it go. Just let it go. Life is going to work itself out. Go to God. Say, God, handle this. I trust that you're going to handle this because it's too much for me. You know this not my energy. You know I don't be trying to worry and trying to be the first one to make it happen. I ain't trying to make nothing happen. Like, handle this for me, okay? Man, I'm telling you, man, God is going to be eating at the palms of your hands. I'm telling you. Life itself is going to be eating out the palms of your hands when you give it up. Just give it up. So release the control. Trust more than you trying to figure it out. And I said that. Trust more than you trying to figure it out. When you see yourself in the energy of trying to figure it out, I don't care what it is. I done been homeless. I done been evicted. I don't have my car repoed. I done been jumping from hotel to hotel. Don't have no food to eat. Don't know where I'm going to sleep at. I done been through it all, okay? When you can trust more than trying to figure it out, that's the key. It's going to open up the doors to infinite possibilities. This is my third house. I manifested. I don't pay any rent. I don't pay anything. This is the third one, not one, not two. This is the third one. I didn't pay anything to move in, and I don't pay any rent. Why? Because I'm rooted in trust. I'm rooted. I have divine provision. I don't have a job or a paycheck's provision. I don't have that. I have divine provision. Therefore, I get anything I want. I get anything I want. Because I solely trust in my feminine energy, trust in God, that as long as I be in my feminine essence, my feminine energy, everything will be done for me. It's been 3 years now. 2 years. About 2 years now. Going on 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't had a damn job. Ain't did nothing. I keep getting what I want. That's a real frequency. That's a real frequency. That's the magical side of life. There is a magical side to life. There's not just one way as the program way. The more you start being in the unknown, see, you want so much control because you want to know where every dime is going to come from. You want to know how everything is going to be set. You want to know what's going to happen. When you live a life of the unknown, that's you opening up the doors to divine provision. That's where you want to be at. That's how you're going to live on your terms. That's how you're going to live an easy, soft, abundant life. That's it. That's how you do that. You got to release the control. You got to trust. You got to trust more than trying to figure it out. And you got to rewire your nervous system to feel safe. You got to rewire your nervous system to feel safe. Meaning you got to learn how to lean into what's happening. At the same time, self-soothing yourself. At the same time, trusting in the divine. That everything is going to be okay. That everything is going to work itself out. Right? So you got to teach yourself a new normal. Teaching yourself a new normal or rewiring your nervous system around feeling safe is you not going back to survival mode when times get hard. Every time you run back to survival mode, you ain't doing nothing but remaining the same. You ain't teaching your body nothing. You ain't teaching your body a new normal. You're not teaching your body how to feel safe. Only thing you're teaching your body is how to stay in survival mode. So every time times get hard, you trusting. Soon as stuff hit the fan, you run back to a 9 to 5. You run back to that man because he got them or whatever. You run back to doing things that you don't like to do. You run back to doing things that's against your heart and against your soul and against your happiness. You ain't rewiring nothing. You're repeating cycles. So when times get hard, you got to teach yourself a new normal and stay where you at and trust. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to open up so much abundance. Like, you're going to see the magical side of life when you do that. You got to teach yourself how to feel safe, though, because your nervous system you're going to keep running back. That's why you need to get in my community so I can teach you how to do it. Right? So I can teach you how to do it. So your nervous system only responds to what feels normal. The more you stay in the unknown, the more you trust, the more you allow, the more you don't go back to survival mode, you don't go back to the 9 to 5, you don't go back to the man or whatever relationship, the more you don't do that and you do the opposite of that and you trust and you allow, that's you rewiring your nervous system. That's you making your new frequency feel normal to you. That's when your nervous system will start to allow that to be normal. Then that will be your new normal. Now you're out of survival mode. Now you're in your feminine frequency. Do you get it? The more you don't run back to survival mode, thinking that that's what you got to do to survive, or I got to do this to survive, or I'm not going to be, that's a lie. That's a lie. You can allow, you can trust God, you can stay here. You can stay right here in your feminine energy and relax and trust. Teach your body a new normal. This is you rewiring your nervous system. You got to learn how to create safety in your body. Learn how to self-soothe. Talk to yourself. Ease your nervous system. Like, girl, you're gonna be okay. Allow God to do. And the more you can do that, more and more and more against what's pressuring you, what's telling you to come back, you're not safe, the more you can not listen to that, and the more you can stay over here with the divine Father and be in your feminine essence, right? The more you're going to see your life shift. I promise you. But y'all keep going back over there. You keep going back to survival mode, which is blocking your receiving channels. That's the number one thing. All right, I gotta go. I have a thing, right? So thank you, ladies, for watching. Please share this video, and also please like the video. It helps me with the algorithm so more women can find my channel. Follow my new Instagram. I just started a new Instagram. Follow my new Instagram. Is DEE dot DEEHARRIS. So DEE.DEEHARRIS. That's Dee-Dee Harris. DEE.DEEHARRIS. Follow my new Instagram. All right. Click the link in the pinned comment section. I really gotta go, and so you could join my community, and so I could teach you how to get paid to exist, how to get paid by your frequency and not your labor, honey. So you can be in this frequency that I exude, that I embody, and you can get in life anything you want, anything you need. Girl, it's going to be handed to you. And this is definitely a real frequency, This is a real frequency. Just like survival mode is a real frequency. Feminine ease, feminine rest, magnetism, attracting, receiving, without doing is a real frequency. Period. All right? And I got you. I'll teach you it. Click the link in the pinned comment section. I got to go. I really got to go. Jesus.